What's going on, guys? Kurt here with another 5-minute guitar lesson. Today's song is Someone Like You by Adele. We can bring this into 4 different guitar parts. The part that's played for the verse and the intro, the part for the pre-chorus, the chorus part, and the bridge. So tune up your guitar, put your capo on your 2nd fret, and we're ready to go. So let's start out with the verse. The chords we've got for this are G, D, E minor, and C. So the strumming pattern, you can check it out on the screen. We're playing on the 1 and of the beat 1, and then for beats 2, 3, and 4, we're playing on the E and A. So it's not too complicated, but it might take you a little bit to get the emotion. So I'll go through it slowly to walk you through it. So I'll start on just the G, and I'm just going to play the chord progression slowly. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on beat 1, you're doing down, down, up, and then the next 3 beats are going to be up, down, up. So here's this chord progression slowly. So now moving on to the pre-chorus. We're going to use the exact same strumming pattern, just a slightly different chord progression. It's pretty much the same chords. We've got a D, and then an E minor, and then you're going to play C for 2 run-throughs of the chord progression. And that's the pre-chorus. Now, moving on to the chorus, we're going to do a similar strumming pattern, but slightly different. And we're back to the same chord progression as the verse. We've got a G, D, E minor, C. And what we're going to do for this strumming pattern is the same first beat we've been doing before and the same second beat, and then we're going to repeat that. So this is nothing we haven't seen before. The chord progression is the same as in the verse, and the rhythm is pretty much the same. Same first and second beat, and then you just repeat that. So it's going to be down, down, up, up, down, up. And then you just repeat that twice for each chord. Down, down, up, down, up. So slowly this chord progression is going to look like this. Now, moving on to the final section, the bridge. This one's going to be super easy. All we're going to do is play on the 1 and the 3. The only thing different about this is we've got a longer chord progression. We've got 6 chords in this one. D, E minor, C, A minor, G, and C. So we're going to play on the 1 and the 3, and each chord's going to be held for 2 bars. And that's it. Today's song is Stitches by Shawn Mendes. As usual, we're going to start with a song structure to break down the different parts we need to learn in this song. In this song, we've got a verse, pre-chorus, chorus, then another verse, pre-chorus, chorus, then a bridge, then a chorus, and then an outro. This is just about the most basic song structure you can get, and you'll find it in many, many modern songs. It's the most popular song structure you'll find in songs today. We can bring this into 4 different guitar parts: the verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and bridge. And we're using the same 4 chords for the entire song, just in different orders. In this song, we've got A minor, G, C, and F. So let's start off with the verse. So this isn't too complicated. We're playing on the 1 and the and on beat 1. And then for beats 2 to 4, we're just playing on the and. And we're playing each chord for 1 bar. So counting along, this is going to look like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's all there is to it. So moving on to the pre-chorus. Our chord progression this time is F, G, A minor, then G. So in this one, we're playing each chord for one bar, same as the verse, and we're going to play on the 1 and the 2. Then in the 3rd and 4th beats, we're going to play on the beat and the and. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and switch chords. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. That's all there is to it. Moving on to the chorus. We're now back to our same chord progression as in the verse with A minor, G, C, F. So what are we doing here? We're playing on the 1, 2, and the and of 3, then 4 and then we switch chords. So that's going to look like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now, finally, the bridge. So our chord progression for the bridge is the same as the verse and the chorus. A minor, G, C, F. But what I'm doing here is palm muting on the one and the and of each beat. Palm muting, if you don't know, is taking your palm, the side of it right there, and placing it right against the bridge of your guitar. So you're going to put it right on there. So your goal is to get it so that it's not entirely muted, but it's also not totally open. You want a partially muted effect, which gives kind of an interesting sound, and this is a pretty common technique if you've never seen it before. And all we're going to do is play on the beat and the and. So what that's going to look like is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you've never done palm muting before, it's going to take you a little bit to get the hang of. But once you do get the hang of it, it should be pretty easy to do, and it adds a nice effect to a lot of songs. And if you can play those 4 parts, you can play the entire song.